Hi, today we're going to do Go to Your Mat, part 1. It's a really good behaviour to have your dog go somewhere where it's safe. Now, the mat that I use is actually a small carpet in our hall. What I'm going to start with is put about 10 to 15 treats broken up in my hand. Now, all I'm going to do is scatter those treats onto the mat and let the dog eat them. Now, as soon as Flea looks up, that's my moment of click. Okay, so if he stays on the mat, I'm going to keep clicking and keep feeding. And this is just to charge up that this is the station in the area that I want him to be in. Now, I'm not bothered about any other behaviour he offers on there just now. If he chooses to sit himself, that's absolutely fine. Or if he stands, that's fine. So I'm going to continue, if he stays on that area, to click and reinforce. And that's why I keep stepping back to make sure that he's staying in that area. I amn't saying anything, nothing's on cue just now. I'm not asking him to do anything. So if he stays on there, we're just going to keep clicking and reinforcing. Now once we've done that a few times, we click while he's on the mat and then we throw the treat off to reset him. Now if he goes back to the mat himself, which your dog should do if you've built up a huge rate of reinforcement there, we're going to continue to click and reinforce. Now I'm accelerating this slightly because he's not too bad at this. So what I'm waiting for when he comes back to the mat now is a sit position on the mat. So he's trying lots of behaviours there that aren't working, but getting on the mat works. So that's when I click. So he tried a sit and a down there and I just didn't click them. I didn't say no, I didn't correct him. I just waited until he did the behaviour that I wanted him to do. So now he's doing his sit and I'm just cueing him into a down. Because when I say go to your mat, I want them to go to their mat and then lie down. So he's back on it again. I'm going to click there because I don't want to lose the mat behaviour. And then I'm going to cue him down and then click him there. And you'll notice that quite quickly he starts to go to the mat himself and lie down. Again, just now, the only cue that I would possibly use is as they're moving towards the mat, say mat or go to your place or whatever you choose. That's the beauty and the joy of dog training. So long as our cues are consistent and they stay the same, it doesn't matter what we use. As we can see, I'm not cueing him in that down anymore. We're getting that lovely behaviour that is just all coming together, that he is totally understanding that when I say mat, it means get on your mat and lie down. Okay, we had to take a little break there because Flea has to go for a drink, and it's really important that whilst we're training that the dog is able to go in and out as it pleases to do stuff. So he had finished drinking and I cue mat and he gets back there again. So I'm just going to drop my criteria and start at him just standing on the mat with that one click. And now we're back in the game. So when I say mat, he's lying down. He's got a little distraction just come in there because my son's just come in. So he's focusing through a distraction too. We take all these little things for granted, but for our dogs it's huge. It's huge to learn a new skill while there's distractions going on. Now that's a lovely play by, but I'm going to withhold the click until the bum comes down, click, and then reinforce. And at this stage I can choose to ping pong. I can either reinforce him while he's on the mat, or I can remove him off the mat by clicking while he's on there and then tossing the food out. That just helps him with the targeting. And then next, what we would cover would be the duration of him staying on the mat. But we shall do that another time when we revisit this in part 2, adding distance and adding duration. It's really important that we make sure our dog understands the behaviour before we move on. Okay, so I'll leave you guys doing that. And thanks for watching. Happy